and welcome to the Stepping Into Your Calling podcast. It is time to ask yourself the questions you've been avoiding. Am I good enough? Why do I feel so sad? Am I doing everything I can do? Do they hate me? Is there something better for me out there? Whether you're a single woman trying to live a more joyful life, a married woman struggling in your relationship, or a mother trying to be the best parent you can be, this is the podcast for you. The Stepping Into Your Calling podcast is a live workshop style health and fitness podcast packed with actionable steps that will help you live a more fulfilling life. Host Sol Lagunas brings her knowledge as a registered nurse, mother of 3 children, wife, student, and faith-based leader to inspire you to step into your calling without fear. Hi, and welcome to the Stepping Into Your Calling podcast. My name is Marisol, and I'm your host. I want to talk today about day number 8 of 75 hard and how it's been going this far. I've been a little MIA, and I think it doesn't come to me as a surprise because 75 hard has really made me prioritize what is important and what is not. And it is taking time from my regular day duties during the day. And I'm not shocked, to be honest. 75 hard is not easy whatsoever. Although it does come with just 5 rules. Those 5 rules can be very intense. But with that being said, at the same time that it's been hard, it's been such a moment of realization and peace. It sounds crazy because the rules are 2 45-minute workouts, 1 gallon of water a day, 10 pages of reading a day, and you would think that could drive me insane. But honestly, I feel like if you decide to do this challenge with us, you're gonna realize what is truly important on your day-to-day basis, and you're gonna be able to organize yourself a little bit more, and you're going to be able to prioritize yourself a little bit better. And I'm gonna just talk to you guys about my daily routine since starting 75 hard. I also want to tell you about a hiccup that I had during the weekend, which I missed a day. So in reality, if you miss any day during the 75 days, you would have to start over from day 1. But because this is a community of flexibility, support, and resources, I'm not going to hold you down and, tell you have to start it all over. This is, like I said, a group of support, accountability, and just flexibility at the same time. We want you to focus more on taking care of yourself than on being hard on yourself. So I think that's why I want to talk about it. So let's start from the beginning. I started 75 hard on June 20. No, I'm lying. It's already June 20th. On June 12th. So I started that on June 12th. It's now June 20th. It's been 8 days now. And let me just tell you, it's been everything but easy. Of course, the title of the challenge is 75 hard. Who was I kidding, right? But this is how my daily routine goes when it comes to trying to accomplish the 5 rules in a 1-day span. I basically set myself up to succeed. And by that, I mean I have my water bottle full by the night before. I have my gym clothes or workout clothes laid out in front of me. So when I wake up, that's the first thing I see. I have the book that I'm reading, which is Everything is Figureoutable by Forleo, right at the bedside. So when I wake up, that's the first thing I see. And the reason I do that is because I know that if I wake up and I don't have those things readily available for me, I will probably procrastinate and just say, okay, I'll get it done. Okay, I'll put on my work clothes. Eventually, I'll do this. Eventually, I'll do that. And I know time is going to go by and I probably won't do it. So that was my number one strategy, is making it easy for myself to make sure that I get this done. And so what I did is like I said, I laid out my workout clothes. And another thing that I made sure that I did, besides trying to make things easy for me first thing in the morning, is getting the hard stuff out of the way first. For me, the hardest and most challenging rule of the 75 hard challenge is the 2 45-minute workouts. So instead of leaving that to the end, like any good old procrastinating person would do, is I get those things done first thing in the morning. I wake up before my kids wake up and I start my day at 7 in the morning. I get my walk to the gym, do my 45-minute workout at the gym, and then my walk back from the gym counts as my 45-minute outdoor workout. Which again, that was another strategy I use, is making it easy for myself. And the easiest way to get both of those things done is walking to the gym, which takes me about 23 minutes, walking back to the gym, making sure I get my 46 minutes outdoors, and then doing my real intense workout at the gym. I try to do some lower body, some upper body, and just cardio. I don't try to do anything crazy. I'm not about the HIIT workouts, because I know that if it's hard for me, I'm not going to want to do it. So like I said, I wanted to set myself up to succeed, and by doing that, I was doing workouts. I am doing workouts that I actually enjoy doing versus burning myself out on the first couple of days. So that's the thing. Those are how I do those are how I've been doing my 5 challenges every single day, is getting the stuff out of the way first, the hard stuff out of the way first, and setting myself up to succeed the following day by preparing the night before. Now, I did come up with a challenging situation. I work night shift, so I was scheduled to work 3 nights in a row: Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. And I knew going into that weekend that I was gonna have a hard time, because I'm already waking up tired from the night before, from working, from doing my 12-hour shift. So I was like, how in the world am I gonna be able to get the 5 challenges done? That's all I could think of. It's like, I'm gonna work 12 hours. I'm not even gonna be able to have time or the energy to be able to, jump into working out and drinking my water. So the strategy that I use is the Friday night before going to work, I decided that I was doing the gym first thing in the morning, just like I was doing every other day. And that's what I got done. So I worked out before going to work, taking my nap for the day, and then I woke up and I went to work. The following day I came home, I went to sleep. I put my alarm clock at 4 p.m. so that I could wake up and have enough time to do my 2 45-minute workouts, get ready to go to work. And that's what I did. So Saturday I woke up at 4, did my 2 45-minute workouts, headed to work around 6:15 p.m., worked from 7 to 7, and I got out on Sunday morning. Sunday morning I have a duty to serve for my church community. So I logged into my service. I am one of the moderators for the Elevation Church YouTube channel. So I signed on, I did my modding, I went to bed around 10, and I woke up to Rod, who's my husband, storming into the room and was just like, "You are late. I'm sorry," so on and so forth. I actually woke up at 5:30, which is way past the time that I was going to be able to do anything besides get ready to work. So usually I would have woken up at 4, gotten ready, but at this point it was 5:30. The only time I had was literally 45 minutes from 5:30 to 6:15 to get ready before heading out to work. So but yeah, that was the biggest hiccup that I had, is that I slept through my alarm. And honestly, like, I would have, if it was any other person, I think I would have just been feeling the emotions of failure, like just feeling dread and, not wanting to do the rest of the challenge anymore. But I decided that I was like, okay, well, we've made this challenge to be more about taking care of yourself and giving yourself the opportunity to do something for yourself. So the last thing that I wanted to do was make myself feel bad about it. I didn't want to tell myself, that I had failed because I had slept through my alarm, and I was definitely exhausted that day. So I decided to just take it easy on myself and move forward with the rest of the challenge with the rest of the ladies, because we really can get stuck when we start talking negative to ourselves. And like I said, that was the last thing that I wanted to do. This group and this challenge was meant to help you give yourself the opportunity to take care of your body and of your mind. And so for me to wake up late and not be able to get my workouts done that day was almost like like a moment of realization. Again, this is another realization that I had, is that it is hard, and there are going to be challenges, and there are going to be situations like mine where, I wake up and I slept through my alarm. But I didn't want to make myself feel bad about it, and you shouldn't feel bad about it either. If you're missing a day, if you didn't finish your gallon of water a day, if you say, you know what, I did 40 minutes of my 45-minute workout that I was supposed to do, and give yourself some grace and just celebrate the fact that you were able to do the 40 minutes. I don't want you to take this challenge as a way to punish yourself, because that's definitely not the point. I want you to celebrate the fact that you are able to do certain things differently. You're not in a cycle of bad habits when you're doing 75 hard, because you are drinking your water, you are eating healthy, you are moving your body. And those are the core and most important things about this challenge, is that you're taking care of yourself. So that was my biggest hiccup. We're now on day 8. I'm almost done with my gallon of water. I've done my 2 workouts for the day. I've remained eating healthy without eating bread or tortillas. And you guys, that's been the hardest part for me too, is the fact that I can't eat those things when I crave them. I'm huge on, having a piece of bread before bedtime, or when I wake up, just munching on some bread throughout the day. I mean, it's just something that I enjoy doing. And it's because, as a kid, I remember my parents like going to the bakery and buying us a bunch of like conchas, and I would just eat one a day, literally. And if my mom allowed me, I would eat one in the morning and then one at night. So now as an adult, I crave those things. I crave the comfort of my childhood. So not being able to eat bread or not being able to have tacos, like that for me has been very, very challenging. So far, I've been able to do it. And I think that's something that I want to tell you that you can apply every day in your life. You can go into your day-to-day life and your day-to-day duties and situation with that positive mindset or that mindset that you are going to get things done because they're important to you. And so the 75 Hard Challenge, it's a daily reminder of the things that you need to do and how you, at the end of the day, you're capable of doing. So I love this challenge because, like I said earlier, I've been able to prioritize what is important. My screen time has gone down significantly since I started the 75 Hard Challenge because I really wanted to focus on my mind, on the book that I'm reading, on drinking my water, on eating healthy, cooking at home, and meal prepping. So those are the things that are taking my time now away from being on my phone. And although we try to update one another to make sure that, we're celebrating one another is through social media, I am actually enjoying that part. Like, I look forward to sharing my story, sharing and updating the ladies in this group about how this challenge is going and celebrating one another. So yeah, this challenge has definitely been a blessing, Joanna. I really, really, really enjoy it. I think it was something that I didn't know I needed, but I'm so glad that, we all dived in together and hold each other accountable and celebrate one another. So, like I said, this is so relatable to everyday situations. You don't have to be in a 75 Hard Challenge to be able to do the things that you want to do. So, if you want to go back to school, if you want to start a business, if you want to eat healthier, you can do it. You just have to make it easier for yourself. You have to set yourself up to succeed. You have to be able to give yourself grace for the days and the moments that you're not at your best. And really absorb the information that you're taking in. So we're reading self-development books, and I have learned so much about fear, the fears that we instill in ourselves, the fears that are in our heads, and sometimes they're irrational fears, but sometimes they could be good fears, right? Like, we can have the fear of success, which triggers us to find ways to make it easier for us to succeed. And so that is why I love reading self-development books, because my head really does change. My mindset really does evolve, and it helps me to understand myself a little better, understand the feelings and the emotions I'm going through. It also helps me understand that taking care of my body is important, because I've never had more energy like I have now. I've never been feeling like more mental clarity like I do now. And I do take vitamins and supplements every single day, which help me out a lot. But now I'm feeling and seeing the results from taking those vitamins. On top of having the energy and the mood support, now I'm seeing the muscle tone and the gut health along with the 75 Hard Challenge. So I really, really encourage you to give yourself the opportunity to start this challenge. If you did not start with us, that is totally okay, because you can still start tomorrow. And like I said, set yourself up to succeed. Make it easy, make it fun. It doesn't have to be strenuous exercise. It could just be a 45-minute outdoor walk like I'm doing, and that's it. That's all you have to do. It doesn't have to be crazy. Make it easy, make it fun, set yourself up to succeed, and you are going to really, really enjoy this challenge. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Comment on this live, comment on the podcast, and I will be updating you soon. Have an amazing day. I'm so happy you just finished listening to that podcast. If you don't mind, after this is done, go and rate the podcast. That's the only way more people are going to be able to get reached, more knowledge is going to be spread, and more lives are going to be changed. So if you don't mind doing that favor for me, I would appreciate you. I already appreciate you for listening to this podcast. I love you so much. Thank you for being such a great person and super supportive. I cannot wait for you to listen to the next one. Till then, have a good day.